Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards on the game's opening play and a quick first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Justin Madubuike working his way to the quarterback that time.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And he remains the league's premier rushing threat and one of the biggest playmakers among quarterbacks. His goal each and every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
Second and 9 now from the 21. They'll run it again with Henry.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Here's Jordan Stout now.
It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
2nd down, here's Mostert again.
Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Now Tua.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
2nd and 9. In motion left, Flowers.
Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt.
46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10.
At their own 43.
Hill going to go in motion right.
On play action, here's Tua.
Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. It's a gain of 34.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
In motion goes the tight end. They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. Jalen Waddle, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are on the board first here this afternoon. Oh, such great concentration. They're going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the football, get your feet down in bounds, hang on to it all the way through the process of the catch. That was a phenomenal play.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep, and that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Off the option, here's Henry.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Throwing is Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
In motion left, Flowers.
They go play action now. Jackson.
This one into the hands of Aguilar.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
That crossing route is so effective when you hit it just right because you get a guy on the move, and then we see the end result there.
It's a nightmare for the defense. They got a guy with a full head of steam.
Not only does he catch it, but he picks up additional yardage after it.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. In motion left, Flowers.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They go play action with Jackson.
This will go to Henry out wide.
And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, you and I have both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here.
To a hit, and the ball is out.
And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this. crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
It's now 3rd and 12.
So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. In motion, Hill. Tua sets up to pass it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Odafe Owe drops him again for the 2nd straight play, and it brings up 4th down.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far, because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
He'll start with a give to Henry.
And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
Inside handoff, Henry.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
They'll try to run for the 1st with Henry. Powers ahead at the 45.
And he's going to have a Ravens 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Look, we talk about second effort all the time, but in short yardage situations, you'd better have second effort in order to try and pick up a 1st down. And sometimes as a back, you have to be your own blocker too, don't you?
And we talk about running lanes. He made his own running lane right there with that power move. Completes it to Aguilar. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 34.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A quick pass out to Aguilar. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Now a 2nd and 2.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Russell Gage, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker now to add the point after. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He completes it to Beckham. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Odell Beckham, 44 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Sanders on for the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they've started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain there of 21 yards. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Here's Tua. Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. They'll send Beckham in motion right. Looking to pass. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins!
Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is up to 8. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a Jalen Waddle touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
2nd and 10.
Now Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
On 3rd down, Henry. And they will get to him behind the line, but the clock continues to tick down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And that's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Tua going to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. From the gun, it's Tua.
The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
No anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
And again, it's Tagovailoa.
Throw right side here going to be incomplete.
You still hold your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Tua. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down.
So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sport. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. After the turnover, it's Tua. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Justin Madubuike picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. They'll look to throw here. Short throw to Smith. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Beckham will go in motion right. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 14. A run with Mostert up the middle. Fighting through. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Achane is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Mostert fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it. Achane with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Devon Achane taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of... You're the decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hill shedding the tackle. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Here's Jackson to throw.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
It's awfully good to see Andrews back on the field after suffering that tough leg injury a season ago. He's been a perennial Pro Bowler throughout his career, and the Ravens believe they'll get right back to that status in this season.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7.
Jackson.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And he fires one, but incomplete. Connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Jackson. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is... He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Odell Beckham. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go-around.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
And the tight end goes in motion left. To throw is Jackson. And this one's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Aguilar in motion left. Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A three-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But they trim that lead down to just 2 scores. That's still a benefit to this squad. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. This one to the sideline, he's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Second down and 3. Jackson now. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing is Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tucker now for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 15. So that one a long 11-play drive.
And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down.
The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. It's caught. Beckham. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Here's Hardy set to return.
A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd like to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com.